the new Roblox Doors Hotel Plus update, this also means new events and occurrences are going to happen within the game. But little did you know, it also means there's going to be some pretty crazy moments we never thought knew existed. These are impossible moments in Doors Hotel Plus. What's your most impossible moment? Let us know down below, smash like and subscribe, or also die to ambush right at door 0. Don't risk it. Of course, starting off with a bang. Most people generally travel up to Jeff's shop without anything major happening. I mean, sure, Rush may swing by once in a while, but that's nothing really special. What is though, is running into a Jack Red room while also spawning in the shop right within door 52. Now granted, it's still going to be a 1 out of 2,000 chance, but just seeing all the friendly entities basking within the red room is still a super rare sight to see within the game. And what's better than having just one of these red rooms? How about a second one, but this time it's in the shape of an actual video. You can even catch a glimpse of Jeff inside the special red room state at this frame, and the entity looks rather mysterious with red eyes glowing. This might actually be the closest we can get to Jeff, especially in his Jeff the Killer status, when it comes to the entity, to be honest. This is insane though. Imagine running through the rooms in the hotel and finding a crucifix early on top of a door frame. Well, congratulations. That is pretty rare in itself, but this player was able to find another crucifix, this time inside of a chest, while already having one equipped earlier from the run. And the guy really thinks that they are unlucky due to this incident. You got it wrong, my friend. Consider yourself as lucky as Creecraft, especially when the angry dad from India started calling them out on a video.
I hate this channel.
But this one's even crazier. I know most people generally like to play Doors by themselves in solo runs, but this is when it pays to have a huge group of friends playing right beside you.
I think that's hole. I think this hole.
Okay, I'm holding it out.
Yeah, hold it out, hold it out, hold it out.
Oh, go to hell. That was, oh, there was another hallway too.
You heard that right. Not only did the group get doomed with multiple hallways without anywhere to hide, but Rush decided to spawn in during this predicament, though they weren't super lucky to have a crucifix on hand to save the entire team. But this one's kind of cursed. We all know that Halt is a relatively rare entity to run into now, and I know, we all want it back to normal. I do agree with that 100%. But how could you explain what this player ran into?
What? Wait, what?
It seemed like the entity was bugging completely out, trying to teleport or even trying to damage the player by touching them multiple times throughout the segment. But the entity just ultimately disappeared, leaving the hallway completely abandoned. I honestly don't know if that's good luck or not, but at least Halt is gone for now. Mars 6 was smart enough to record most of their run, that they actually got the Jeff Shop red room on camera before even entering. Yeah, that's quite a jump scare right there. It doesn't seem like the other entities within the room really care about it though. I mean, imagine if El Goblino was going off about the incident being surprised in Spanish and whatnot. That would actually make a lot of sense. But hold up. Quinta mentions that they think this is supposed to be our room, given the paintings? Jeez, man! There's literally 3 Captain Jack paintings all next to each other within the same room. I mean, with currently over 12 tall paintings within the game, and with the chance of spawning 3 of the same, that's exactly a 1 out of 1,728 chance of that happening. But keep in mind, there are also 4 different types of paintings the game could have chose as well. So multiply this by 2%, and you have your true art set at a 1 out of 86,400 chance. That's some pretty crazy stuff right there. But this one was such a troll, dude. This player was trying to collect a candle that was sitting on top of a desk, but there was a globe right in front of it, preventing the player from even getting the candle. Like, what the actual heck, man? I've never seen the game troll this hard before, especially with such a useful item. But you won't believe this one. Zeke is supposed to spawn between the rooms 30 to 49 and 70 to 90. But for some reason, this player was able to catch a recording of Zeke casually running right within the greenhouse rooms? Like, bro, what the heck are you trying to run away from? It's like Zeke is trying to run away from Ohio or something, bro. The player did mention that due to the room generation, they heard Zeke spawn even before they got into the room, which is just weird. It goes to show you how buggy the game can really be sometimes, though not going to lie, that is extremely rare to happen. But what happened to Figure during this strange moment? I can't even explain this one, just watch.
Иди, открывай. А как ты пройдешь, кстати?
Yeah, what the heck was Figure doing standing still right by the game? They probably have stage fright or something in front of the players. I've never seen Figure bugged out like that before, especially going all the way back to the original Room 100 for Roblox Doors as well. Not sure what kind of code broke within the game to cause that, but I would definitely say it's a nearly impossible one, to say the least. Eyes can be quite the deceptionist, especially within Roblox Doors, but this moment was just uncalled for. I guess that is what happens if you mix in a little bit of lag with some Eyes magic. You get whatever that was, which was rather unfortunate. I know we've shown this before, but honestly, bro, what are the chances of spawning in a crucifix right within door 1 of the game? I mean, you know we had to message Redibles, the co-developer for Roblox Doors, about this, and they said apparently it's a decently rare chance based on their response. Kind of crazy, to be honest. But how would you be able to explain this one? I mean, hey, at least they had the crucifix on hand right there, even though they weren't able to get past the door. Can we get an RIP in the comments? Because that honestly sucks. Hold up. You're telling me this player was actually able to use the crucifix on A-120, an entity from within the rooms? Nah, I'm gonna stop you right there. That one is legit impossible, but you know what's not impossible? Liking and subscribing to the channel. Stay safe and take care.